So I don't know if you guys think about this concept often, but there is a huge difference between a goal and a dream. A goal is something you set for yourself. You create that based on things that are occurring in your life. Kind of like you said, my goal was to get a degree, right? So I'm doing everything I can. I'm rearranging my environment. I'm manipulating my environment to make sure I get that specific degree, right? However, a dream, ironically, is something that keeps you up at night. That dream is instilled in you, and it won't let you sleep until you accomplish that dream or you get closer and closer to that dream. So my goal all my life has been to work with children, has been to, obtain higher education degrees, right? But my dream is for my name and the work that I do to speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel like that's my motivation. That's where I'm going. That's what I'm trying to do, right? Every little milestone is more of an accomplished goal.
Yeah.
Which is great, right?
Now, do you have like a mantra that follows along with that? Is there self-talk that like kind of keeps that
Stay
going?
with it, Tara, is what I tell myself stay with it.
That
stay
internal
with it.
monologue, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got this, stay with it. You wouldn't be here if it weren't meant to be, right? I look back and I reflect on my life so many times, and I reflect often on the fact that ABA has always been around me. Yeah. I just never knew what it was. I was like in the middle.
I say that often too. Like you're implementing ABA every day. When I talk to parents, when I talk to anybody that I come in contact with in the field, we're experts at pointing it out and making you realize what you're doing and the things that are working and the things that are not. But you're doing it, whether or not you know it.
Correct. So I tell people all the time, you don't have to know what this is called in our textbook. I don't blame you. I don't, even want to. It took me years to learn it. But this is what you're doing. You're doing it every day.
And I think that's a great segue for us to discuss how do you use ABA to reach not only those goals, but those dreams that you were talking about?
A lot of self-reflection, a lot of self-monitoring. Self-monitoring in terms of checking in with my goals, right? This Apple Watch, that's good for everything. All right. Anything from my workout to, tracking my calories to even just keeping me on track, taking and using timers all day for task completion for myself, right? I feel like as long as I have that end goal, I have to manipulate my environment to allow that dream to come true, right? Meaning I need to be more disciplined, meaning I have to get up and go to the gym every morning before work, even if I don't want to. Yes, there are wonderful physical benefits of this. We work with children who love to be, spun around and, it's great to be able to dart out of a school building and not be winded afterwards. But also that discipline, right, is allowing your mental state to open up. And it's allowing for things that are meant for you to come inside, right? And I say this all the time and people think that I'm crazy, but I'm like, I will not leave the house. Like my bed has to be made, right? Because that's setting my day up for success. If my day goes to complete shit, which it usually does, my bed is made. Yeah. That was my win of the day. Or I went to the gym, that was my win of the day, right? Or I ate all my fruits, or I reached my protein goal, right? So that's how I get closer and closer to my dream. And those mini goals actually have nothing to do with it. That's the weird part. Yeah. Me going to the gym has nothing to do with me wanting people to hear my name and it ring bells. Right? It has nothing to do with that. But it's that discipline, and it's keeping me focused and keeping me on track to kind of get to that point.
I love that. You gave it a different spin on what we typically talk about. So we always talk about like the physical aspect of it, right? But we don't discuss how it sets you up for success for the rest of the day and kind of puts you at the forefront. So you're not starting your day off at a deficit. I woke up with not enough sleep. You went to bed early to make sure that you were ready for the next day. I may have woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but I just crushed a workout, and now I'm really ready for the day. You know what I mean? It's almost like set yourself up and dress for success or the job that you want. It's like a different version of that.
It's like our antecedent interventions. That we give, we utilize and implement for our kiddos, right? I want you to be successful. I want you to do math today. So you know what? Here, do one problem instead of all five. You did math. A win is a win, right? A win is a win.
And then even,
for anyone that follows you on Instagram, you shared a reel today that, this morning, about you going to the gym and how you're just a better person for going to the gym. And like, that's why you do it first. And I say that all the time. I'm a better person when I start my day at the gym. I might be a little tired, or I might be like, I don't want to do this today. Yeah. But once you talk yourself through that, now you're like, all right, I can do anything.
Correct. But you're also showing up for yourself. And I think that's what a lot of people in our field don't take advantage of. Yes. You have to show up for yourself because this field is so demanding. It requires us to be extremely empathetic and to give our feelings, right, and our filled cup to other people.
Yeah.
So you have to show up for yourself for at least 2 hours a day, right? Yeah. And that's usually my morning routine and my night routine to make sure I'm leveled and I'm checking in on those goals, right? I'm looking up, I'm going through my notebook because I write down anything I want to achieve and I date it and I make sure I'm on track.
Yeah.
And then there's that internal component too, right? So studies have shown that when you do something difficult and you overcome it, there's a rush of endorphins in the brain, right?
Yeah.
So with that rush of endorphins, it really does put you in that better mood or make you that, like Bree was saying, that quote unquote better person for the day, whether it be 100%. It reduces some stress or just makes you feel really awesome at 6 a.m.
At 6 a.m.
Yeah. Check out thekarmakollection.com for stylish, ABA-inspired apparel that spreads the message of behavior science with every wear. Free shipping on orders over $120. Thekarmakollection.com